Hey everyone, my name is Courtney Budzyn and this is What's for Din. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a bacon wrapped cream cheese chicken. And it's as good as it sounds, trust me, and it's super simple. Really easy. So let's go over the ingredients. So you're gonna need some softened cream cheese, loads of garlic, you can use less if you want to, some spinach. Now I had fresh spinach and what I did was I put it in a nonstick pan, no oil or anything, and I just wilted it on high heat. You can use frozen spinach if you want, but make sure that you drain, once you thaw it out, you drain it and get rid of all the liquid that you can. You're also gonna need some boneless, skinless chicken breasts, preferably the thicker the better. And of course, some bacon and salt, pepper, and this is optional. I always add my seasonings. You know how I am, cayenne pepper and Italian seasoning, and perhaps just a little bit of olive oil over the top. So the first step is we're gonna take our cream cheese that's softened at room temperature, add in our garlic, add in our spinach, and we're just gonna wanna cream this together. So that's about what it should look like, all mixed in nice and thoroughly. Next step, you take your chicken breast, and what we're gonna do is butterfly it. So I'm gonna cut on this side. Be very careful. You don't wanna go all the way through. Doesn't have to be perfect, so I'm going to do that to all of them. All right, now that you have that accomplished, all of them are cut open. I'm going to go ahead and add the filling that we just made to 1/2. Be pretty generous with it. It is going to kind of like once it's in the oven melt out, but that's a-okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, and now what you do is you just take it and fold it over. You can put a toothpick in it if you want to, but there's really no need to do it because we're going to wrap it in bacon. Okay, now that I washed my hands, I'm going to make sure I salt and pepper these because you don't want to forget that. The bacon will provide a lot of salt, so you don't have to go too gung-ho with it, but just to be sure. Pepper. And this is optional, but I always think that the more seasoning you have, the better tasting it's going to be. Some Italian seasoning, cayenne pepper. Okay, now this is the fun part. Get to wrap the bacon around it. So I start by just doing I set it right in the middle, and then I just kind of wrap it underneath. You could do 2 pieces, 3 pieces, whatever your heart desires. These are kind of big, so I might do 3. Make sure you're wrapping it, and then we're just going to place it on our baking sheet. Okay, now I'm just going to top that with a little bit of olive oil just so that the bacon has something to crisp up on. And then all we're going to do is throw this at a 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes. It also depends on how big or small your chicken breasts are. Mine are pretty darn big, so 400 degrees, 30 minutes, I'll check on them. Now, at the last few minutes, like for instance, after the 30 minutes your chicken's done, you want to either turn up your heat to about 500 degrees and give it 5 minutes for the bacon to become all nice and crispy, or you can put it under the broiler for about 2-3 minutes, see what it looks like, but you want that bacon to be nice and crispy on the top. So I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Chicken's done. It's super crispy on top. It needed an extra 10 minutes, and I think that's only because the chicken breasts were like super huge. So it needed an extra 10 minutes, and then the last 2 minutes or so, I turned on the broiler, and I got the tops nice and crispy. You can hear that? Oh yeah, good stuff. Oh yeah. And I like to serve it with a side of garlic red potatoes, and if you want a recipe on how to make those babies, which are heavenly, just let me know in the comments below. Look at that. Look at that cheesy goodness. Holy smokes. The bacon adds such a smoky flavor. I mean, come on, it's bacon. Do I really have to explain it? And that garlic just permeates the entire thing. Absolutely out of this world good. Another thing I should mention is while you're baking it, if you tend to have a lot of oil come off of the bacon and you bring it out and it's just cooking in so much bacon fat, you can just take a spoon and get rid of the oil and then continue to bake it. So that way you're not cooking it in a ton of oil. That's what I did. But I mean, if it doesn't render that much oil, then you don't have to worry about it. So with that being said, I'm gonna have the rest of this because it's so good that I don't even want to film anymore. I just want to start eating. So I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I hope you recreate this recipe. And if you do, share it with me on Instagram. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Definitely don't forget to subscribe because I have many more recipes to come. So I will see you later. Bye.